INTJs, are you sick and tired of constantly feeling like a complete disaster when it comes to managing your emotions? Well, fear not, because today we're delving into the emotional world of the INTJs, or lack thereof depending on who you ask. These introverted rational beings are often mistaken for being as cold as the polarized caps, but don't be fooled by their stoic exterior. INTJs have a unique way of navigating their emotions that might seem unorthodox to the average person, but it certainly gets the job done. Let's face it, emotions are like a ticking time bomb, ready to explode at any given moment. But do we really need to have complete control over them? It's a question that many of us have pondered, but for the INTJs, there's no questioning their ability to regulate and manage their emotions with a level of precision that would make a robot green with envy. But before we start throwing around labels like emotionally intelligent or emotionless, we need to define what emotional intelligence really means. It's not just about understanding and managing your own emotions, but also recognizing and influencing the emotions of those around us. An emotionally intelligent person is able to stay composed and operate at full capacity even in the most emotionally charged situations. And while INTJs do possess some of these qualities, the debate still rages on about whether their approach to dealing with emotions is the healthiest one out there. Regardless of the debate, there's no denying that INTJs have a few tricks up their sleeves when it comes to handling emotions. So sit back, grab a snack, and prepare to be amazed as we take a fascinating dive into the world of the INTJs and how they handle their emotions. Who knows? You might even pick up a thing or two about how to manage your own emotions, or at least how to pretend like you've got it all under control. Number 1. INTJs are highly rational thinkers who prioritize logic, reason, and planning over their emotions. INTJs are often seen as the cool, calculated masterminds of the personality world. They are the ones who always seem to have a plan, who always know the right move to make, and who never let their emotions get in the way. And while some might see this as a weakness or a flaw, the INTJs would argue that it's their greatest strength. Their cognitive functioning is geared towards logic, reason, organization, and planning, and they apply this same approach to their emotions. To an INTJ, a funeral is nothing more than a pointless ritual of people sobbing over the inevitable reality of death. They see it as a waste of time and energy, and they refuse to indulge in such emotional displays. Some might call this attitude dark, cold, or mean, but the INTJs see it as a matter of efficiency. Why waste time and energy on something that's inevitable and out of our control? Why put on a show for the sake of social convention? It's all just a distraction from what really matters. And while they might not always show their emotions in the way that others expect, it doesn't mean that they don't feel them. They just process their emotions in a more rational way rather than being swayed by them. They might find it hard to fake some tears at their aunt's funeral, but that doesn't mean that they're cold or distant. It just means that they have a different way of coping with their emotions. So, if you're tired of being ruled by your emotions, if you're tired of feeling like you're always one step behind, then take a page out of the INTJ's book. Embrace your rational side and approach your emotions with logic, reason, and efficiency. You might just find that it's the key to unlocking your true potential. Number 2. INTJs prioritize objectivity and productivity over emotions. INTJs are known for their sharp focus on logic and objective information rather than getting bogged down by subjective emotions. Many INTJs consider emotions as an unwelcome distraction, something to be ignored or swept under the rug. In fact, they often feel uncomfortable discussing their emotions, preferring to keep them locked away. It's not that they are devoid of feelings. In fact, at times they can be easily overwhelmed by their emotions. However, their expression or display of emotions might be completely different from what one would expect, as they are focused on achieving productive outcomes based on objective criteria. Emotions can be messy and unpredictable, and INTJs prefer to avoid such unpredictability. Thanks to their thinking and judging cognitive functions, they are able to maintain their focus on logical decision-making, preventing them from succumbing to emotional reactions. Number 3. INTJs have a tendency to be proficient at managing their emotions and keeping them in check. The ability of INTJs to handle and control their emotions is a sight to behold. With their highly analytical and logical minds, they are able to take a realistic approach to their emotional state. They thrive in a world of order and control, which allows them to efficiently regulate their emotions. Unlike others who may crumble under pressure, INTJs remain composed and focused on their goals. Their unwavering confidence comes from their ability to maintain control over situations, refusing to allow minor irritants or distractions to emotionally overwhelm them. Make no mistake, INTJs experience a range of emotions, but their dedication to their goals reigns supreme. They know that in certain situations, it's best to keep a cool head and stay practical. It's an impressive display of emotional intelligence that leaves others in awe. Number 4. INTJs are deliberate in their emotional responses. As INTJs have a strong sense of self-control and prefer to think before acting on their emotions, they often come across as being cold and calculating. However, this couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, INTJs are simply exercising their superior cognitive functions to understand their emotions and the situation at hand. They know that acting impulsively on emotions can lead to unfavorable outcomes, and as such, they take their time to reflect on their emotions and make rational decisions based on what they truly value. In this way, they are able to handle difficult emotional situations with poise and wisdom, impressing those around them with their level-headedness and maturity. Number 5. INTJs are known for their ability to handle criticism in a rational and pragmatic manner. An INTJ's thirst for self-improvement is insatiable. They relish every moment to enhance their lives and surroundings. While other personality types might crumble under criticism, INTJs thrive on it. They are driven to learn and grow, and criticism is just another tool in their arsenal. They don't shy away from direct and honest feedback, as they speak the same language of straightforwardness. It's not that they don't like the sting of criticism, but their strategic mind allows them to handle it in a healthy way. They can analyze and distinguish between constructive criticism that can aid in their growth and destructive comments that serve no purpose. It's all part of their brilliance. Ultimately, emotions are not a huge part of an INTJ's life, but they have some effective mechanisms at play to manage and navigate emotions in life. They may not wear their hearts on their sleeves, but that doesn't mean they don't have one. They just prefer to keep it locked up in a safe and secure place, much like their precious data. But fear not, they have developed their emotional skills to a T, so don't be surprised if they suddenly whip out a well-timed joke or a witty comeback. And contrary to popular beliefs, INTJs do care about others, they just show it in different ways. Let's celebrate our differences and learn to appreciate the unique strengths and perspectives that each personality type brings to the table.